All right, um, so this is homework for actually today. So it's due on 7th February 2020. Um, I'm making this video right now, and okay, so I'm going to be solving 12 absolute value inequality problems, and this is just for a to work on your computation. For your computation means calculation, so that you can calculate things faster when it comes to like tests and stuff. So, all right. So I have 12 problems for you to solve. So I assume that, I mean, you must have solved before. You must solve all those problems before you watch the video. Okay. So, all right. First, just a little reminder here. You need to remember that absolute values here are distance. Okay, absolute values are distance. So, for example, if you have something like this, a minus b, what this means is, hold on, it means sorry, it means the distance between a and b. Okay, this is the distance between a and b, and then it's equivalent to saying the distance between b and a. So this is in B and A. So you can rewrite this to be absolute value of B minus A. So what you can what you can remember is that absolute value of A minus B is exactly the same as absolute value of B minus A. So think about it. Let me say the distance between you and I, you and I, is the same as the distance between you and I is this is sorry, I'm I'm uh, I'm stuttering right now, but bear with me. The distance between you and I is exactly the same as distance between I and you. Well, the second one doesn't really make sense. I mean, verbally, but you get the point, right? A minus B or B minus A, they're exactly the same whenever they're under the control of absolute value signs. Okay, so now this is the first thing that you need to remember, and the second thing that you need to remember is if there is just a single value here, absolute value of x, then what this means is the absolute value of x minus 0, right? So it's the distance between x and 0. Again, on the same token, applying the first one, you can say this is the same as 0 minus x, okay? So x minus 0 is exactly the same as 0 minus x as long as they're under the absolute value. So you can say that this is absolute value of negative x because 0 can go away, right? So what you can remember, what you need to memorize is, what you need to understand and memorize is that absolute value of x is the same as absolute value of negative x, right? So this is what you want to remember, all right? So now, number one. So you have 6n here. That what that means is absolute value of 0 to 6n is 18, right? Then now we'll just have another number line here. So absolute value of 0, and then, well, um, let me give you a tip here, okay? I'm going to explain to you later when I have time, but when you see something like this, then you can simply break them apart like this. 6 times absolute value of n, 18, okay? So this is just equivalent to absolute value of n is greater than or equal to 3. So what that means is the distance between n and 0 is less than or equal to 3. So what this means is this is equivalent to n minus 0 less than or equal to 3. So then 0 is right here, 0 is right here, and then n could be here, n could be here, right? But n can be here, and n can be here. But n cannot be over here. N cannot be over here because if n, think about it, if n was here, right, then the distance between n and 0 is exceeding 3. Therefore, the answer for this one is -3 and 3. So n is stuck in between -3 and 3. Again, just a reminder, it is always end when you see something like this. Okay? All right. Now, next problem. I'm going to solve this one first because this one looks exactly similar to this one. So now, the distance between m and 2 is less than 8, right? So 2 is here, that m could be on the right hand side, and m could be on the left hand side. Now, how do we measure that? Since this is 8, so I want to measure first that I want to go to the right side of 2 for 8 units. So I'm going to stop right here to left side of the 2 for 8 units. So it's right here. So m could be either here or here or here or here. We need to decide whether it's going to be inside or outside. So let's think. What's your answer, man? So m is here, and then 2 is here. Then the distance between m and 2, right? Since the distance between -6 and 2 is 8, right? Therefore, m should be inside because the distance between m and 2 should be less than 8. So it cannot be outside. So it cannot be outside here. Therefore, it is inside. Therefore, the answer here is m is in between -6 and then here it is 10. Oh, no. There's no equal sign here. There's no equal sign here. So this is the answer. Oh, no. The answer is this. Okay. Um, so next problem. I'm gonna go fast now. So absolute value of x is greater than or equal to 6. What that means is uh, absolute value, the distance between x and 0 is greater than 6. So 0 is here, and then 6 here, and then -6 here, right? Then the distance between 6 and 0, -6 and 0, they're both 6. But x has to be greater than that. So x should be outside, right? X should be outside. When this happens, if they're disconnected like this, then it should be or, right? So number 1 and 3 and 5, number 1 and 3 are the same question, and number 5 is way different than number 1 and number 3 combined, right? Therefore, the answer for this one is s is uh, less than -6 or x is greater than 6. Okay, and now number 2, p plus 4 is less than or equal to 8. Then what you can think here is that p plus 4 is just p plus 4. So what I mean by that is that p plus 4, the distance between p plus 4 to 0 is less than or equal to 8, right? Then now 0 is right here, right? And they're going to, I'm going to have to draw another number line because it doesn't really fit here. So now you have 0 here, and then going to the right hand side for 8 units, going to left hand side for 8 units. Then p plus 4 should be less than this, right? So p plus 4 should be inside here. P plus 4 should be inside here. Therefore, p plus 4 should be less than or equal to 8, and then greater or equal to -8, right? So what I'm saying is that p plus 4 cannot be around here because if p plus 4 is here, distance between p plus 4 and 0 is greater than 8. That's not what we want, right? Therefore, the answer is this, right? But we need to simplify that. Now this is -8, right? So I'm going to subtract 4 from every single side here. Then it's going to be -12, and then p, and then 4. So this is the final answer for number 2. Okay. And then number 4, 5x is less than or equal to this absolute value of 5x is less than or equal to 10. Again, like I said, you can do number 1 here. Okay. So now let's say if it was given as -5x, then you cannot pull -5x out like this. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, this is wrong. But like I said, by number two, absolute value of x is exactly the same as the absolute value of -x. Therefore, what